Now let us discuss these three problems. We have to show these three problems are logically equivalent without using any truth table. That means we have to use laws of logic or equivalent formulas. Let us see the first problem. Negation of P and Q implies negation P or Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q. So with the help of laws, we have to prove them. Let us take the LHS and prove it as RHS for the first two problems. Whereas for the third problem, simplify the LHS and simplify the RHS. We will get same proposition, same compound proposition. So here this is in the form P implies Q. So assumes that this is P, this is Q. So we know the formula for P implies Q, that is negation. So here we are applying conditional law, implication law. P implies Q is equal to negation P or Q. So negation, here what is P? Negation of P and Q, or what is Q? Negation P or negation P or Q. Next, this is in the form negation of negation P. That is nothing but double implication law. Double negation law. What is double negation law? Negation of negation P equal to P. So negation of negation P means P. So that means here what is P? P and Q. So P and Q are, let us write this one. So negation P or negation P or Q. Next, P and Q are, here we have R, that is the disjunction symbol, and here also we have R disjunction symbol. So here these two symbols are nothing but same symbols. So same symbols means we can apply the associative law. So what is associative law? AR within the parenthesis B or C can be written as A or B, negation P or negation P, or Q. Or Q. So which law we are applying? We are performing the associative law. Why? Because these two are same symbols. Negation are same symbols. Next, P and Q are negation P or negation P. What is the result? Negation P is the result. So which law? This is nothing but idempotent law. What is idempotent law? If we perform operation on a single proposition, then we will get that proposition only. So P or P means P, P and P means P. So negation P, next we have RQ, negation P RQ. Okay. So next here we have P and Q, or here what is the result? So this is the result. This negation P RQ is the result. Now what we can do is, here we have A, let us assume that this is P and Q, or let us assume that this is R. This is R. So this is in the form of P and Q or R. So we can apply the distributive law. We can apply the distributive law. So what is distributive law? P and Q, let us assume that this is one proposition, R P. So P and Q or R means P R R. What is R? Negation P, and what is the second proposition? Q. So Q or negation P R Q. What is the result of P or negation P? P or negation P means here which law it is? Here we have to apply negation law. So what is the result of P or negation P? It always produces true as the result. So true as the result. So true, and so which law it is? It is negation law. Negation law. So true and Q or negation P R Q. Next, to true and anything. That is nothing but, true and anything is nothing but that anything. That anything. So this is which law? Identity law. Identity law. Identity law. So true and anything is nothing but that anything. So Q R negation P R Q. Q R negation P R Q. So here R is same symbol, R is same symbol. So we can combine these two prepositions. So we can write that as Q R Q or negation P. So this is nothing but which law? associative law. Here we are writing this term here. Okay. So QRQ is nothing but Q. This is which law? Idempotent law. What is idempotent law? P or P equal to P, as well as P and P equal to P. So Q or negation P. So Q or negation P is nothing but negation P or Q. This is nothing but commutative law. What is commutative law? A or B equal to B or C. So this is nothing but the result. Now let us see the second problem. So LHS is P or Q and negation P and negation P and Q. So we have to prove as negation P and Q. So let us see the problem. So first let us write the first compound proposition, that is P or Q, and here we have and, here we have and, same symbols. So same symbols means we can apply associative law. Associative law means same symbols. So we can group these two propositions. So negation P and negation P and Q. So this is which law? This is nothing but by associative law, because same symbols. Next, P or Q and negation P and negation P. This is in the form P and P. P and P is nothing but P only. So this is which law? Idempotent law. Idempotent law. So negation P and Q and Q. So here we have R operator and AND operator. Let us take the first one, first proposition. So this is in the form P, R, Q and R. So different symbols. So different symbols means we can apply distributive law. We can apply distributive law. So what is distributive law? P, R, Q and R means A, R, B and C means A and C. So P and negation P, R, Q and negation P. So P and negation P, R, Q and negation P and Q. P and negation P. This is nothing but which law? We have negation law, or this can also be called as inverse law or complement law. What is negation law? P and negation P means it always returns false as the result. So false are Q and negation P. False are Q and negation P and Q. Next, false are anything. False are anything is nothing but, here we are performing which operation? R operation. So false or anything is nothing but that anything only. So P and negation P means false. Next, false are. So here false or anything is nothing but that anything only. So that is nothing but Q and negation P and Q. So this is which law? This is nothing but identity law. Identity law. Next, here we have and, here we have and. So we can combine these two. So this is nothing but which law? Associative law. Associative law. We can change the ordering. So Q and, let us write that Q here and negation P. So this is nothing but Q1 negation P. So Q1 negation P is nothing but, we can write this as negation P and Q. Negation P and Q. This is nothing but commutative law. Here we are changing the order. That is nothing but the result. Now let us see the third example. So what is the third example? P implies Q or R equal to this one. So first simplify the first one, left hand side. P implies Q or R. So this is in the form P implies Q. So what is the result? Negation P or Q. So here the result is negation P or Q or R. So this is LHS result. Likewise simplify RHS result. So P implies Q or P implies Q or P implies R. P implies Q means negation P or Q, or P implies R means negation P or R. Implication law. Here we have R, here we have R, here we have R. All are common symbols only. So now we can apply the commutative law and associative law, and we can change the prepositions according to our choice. We can order them. So negation P, let us write that negation P here. Negation P or negation P or Q or R. What is the result of negation P or negation P? We can apply which law? This is nothing but negation P or negation P. This is nothing but idempotent law. What is idempotent law? P or P equal to P. So here what is P? Negation P. So negation P or Q or R. That is nothing but LHS result only. So LHS equal to RHS. We got the same value. So we can say that these two compound propositions are logically equivalent.